Do you want to know the 5 worst things about living right here in Longmont, Colorado? Now, whether you are considering relocating or you are just scouting out the area, living in Longmont, Colorado is absolutely awesome, but like any location, there are a few drawbacks. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. My name is Noah and I am your Northern Colorado real estate guy. Now remember, I'm here for all of your questions, big or small, so don't hesitate to shoot me a text or give me a call at 720-741-7474. I am the one who answers all the calls in text messages, so leverage me as much as possible. Now this is going to kind of be a paradox because as you see behind me, oh my gosh, beautiful Colorado scenery, the mountains, Union Reservoir, and Longmont is right over there. And we today are going to be talking about the 5 worst things about living in Longmont. And this was an extremely hard video for me to be able to put together because most of my videos are on how awesome Longmont is. And I really had to dig deep to find things that I did not like, or I hear other people saying that, hey, we don't like about Longmont. So let's get into it. Now today is an absolutely beautiful Colorado day, but coming in at number 1 is going to be weather conditions. Now Longmont has over 300 days of sunshine, but that doesn't mean that it's all sunshine. From snowfall to sudden hailstorms, the weather can be like a bag of Skittles because you never know what you're gonna get. Now, having said this, the seasons are all extremely beautiful here, and you have something new to explore along with the changing seasons. In the summer, you might do a lot of biking, hiking, or walking. And in the wintertime, you just switch over to snowboarding, skiing, or just being up in the beautiful snow-covered mountaintops. And since we're talking about winter, I want to share something with you. They are nothing to be scared of. When we were looking at relocating, this was a huge concern for me. Don't let this mountain man appearance fool you. I absolutely hate being cold. And I can tell you there is gonna be some cold and snowy days, but they are few and far between. I think I only put on my winter coat 3 times this entire winter. Yes, it takes a bit of adjustment, but with the right gear and attitude, you're gonna find that there is no bad weather, just a new adventure. But if you are the type of person who likes the same climate all year long and you don't have seasons, Colorado is just not going to be the place for you. Next, let's talk about the roads, which is my reason number 2 of the worst things about Longmont. Now, our streets tell a story of a city built on clay, with potholes and undulations in the road that might surprise you. As simple as it sounds, Colorado's most significant geological hazard is expansive or swelling soil. And this is soil laced with layers of various clays. Now, these clays cause more property damage than any other natural hazard. They can expand up to 20% by volume when they are exposed to water, and they can push up and exert a force up to 30,000 pounds per square foot, more than enough to break up any structure that they encounter. As the soils expand and contract, so do the roads, which cause cracks, potholes, and unevenness in the roads. And yes, even homes feel the shift, showing signs of settling. Now, most of the time, the settling will cause some minor cosmetic cracks in the sheetrock, but occasionally it will also cause damage to the foundation and sewer lines, which are a lot more expensive to get repaired. And that's why you want to call me if you plan on making a move to make sure the house you choose is free from any of the geological damage that can be caused by the expansive soil. Now, coming in at number 3, this one is a little tricky, as some people will like this and others absolutely will not, and that is the small town feel of Longmont. The community ties here in Longmont are strong and faces become familiar. Longmont is a place where your barista and the checkout person at the gas station is gonna know your name, and neighbors genuinely look out for each other. For some, this close-knit vibe is a dream absolutely come true. I know it was for myself, but if you are craving the buzz of a big city, Longmont's quieter evenings and smaller crowds might take some getting used to. But if you give it time, you are going to discover a community rich in arts, culture, and events that connects us all, providing what I would call like big city vibes, but right here in the small town of Longmont. Look at this. Can you guys see this guy back here? He is on what is called an electric hydrofoil. and that looks amazingly fun. I'm gonna Google that when I get home. Now let's talk about reason number 4 of the worst things about Longmont. Oh, my crooked fingers. Let's talk about reason number 4 about the worst things in Longmont, which is the elevation. And it's important to note that the elevation does not impact everybody the same, nor is it long-term for most people. At nearly 5,000 feet above sea level, Longmont sits higher than much of the country. And yes, the altitude can take some getting used to. Newcomers might notice shortness of breath or even a bit of altitude sickness. But here's the good news. Acclimation happens unless you have pre-existing breathing or heart problem. And for those of you who do, I would consult your doctor to see how the higher elevation may impact you. But at the end of the day, high altitude living means beautiful scenery, clean air, and a community that thrives on staying active. Now it's the time in the video where I talk about the number 1 worst thing about living in Colorado, which is number 5 on my list, and that is the cost of living. That airplane up there, I hope that's not messing up the audio for you guys. Sounds really loud. Everybody's out enjoying. The pilots are out enjoying the beautiful weather. The guys on the lake are out enjoying this. And to be honest with you, I love getting out and filming these videos for you guys. I'm out of the studio. I want to show you the beautiful places that Longmont has to offer. So let's dive in and talk about the cost of living right here in Longmont. It's no secret that our city is a sought after place to live. And with the demand comes a slightly higher cost of living compared to some of the other areas. But let's break it down and see what that really means for you. Longmont's general cost of living index is 141, where the US average is 100. Now this means living here is about 41% more expensive than the national average, but it's 17.3% less expensive than the average right here in Colorado. Now this number to me just references the quality and value of life that you're gonna find right here in Longmont. Now housing plays a huge part in this, with our housing index sitting at 184, which is almost 84% higher than the national average. The median home right here in Longmont is gonna come in right around $525,000 compared to the national median of $374,700. Now that's a nearly 30% higher price tag, reflecting the desirability and quality of homes right here in the local area. But let's face it, it's just not about housing. The grocery index here is at 105, which is slightly above the national average, meaning that your day-to-day shopping might cost you just a little bit more. Utilities, however, are a bit of a silver lining, with an index of 96, which is slightly below the national average. Now this in and of itself is a small but meaningful advantage for residents managing their monthly expenses. Seeing these numbers might give you pause, but remember, they're part of the bigger picture. Longmont offers a distinct and unique lifestyle, blending the urban conveniences with the community of a small town. And for me personally, it's about the value that I get for the money that it costs me to live here. We have excellent schools, community services, safety, and of course, all of the natural beauty that you can handle. If you ask me, the lifestyle that you get to live here is worth every single penny. So there you have it, my top 5 worst things about living in Longmont. Now I'm here to help guide you through everything, finding a home, settling in, and making the most of everything the beautiful town of Longmont has to offer. And don't forget to hit me up with questions. I'm literally here to help you out. My number's gonna pop up right here. Now, if you want to know more about the distinct neighborhoods right here in Longmont, check out this video right here where I literally take you all around town to all of the top neighborhoods so you can see more of this beautiful city. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss my weekly videos telling you everything you need to know about life in Northern Colorado.